downtown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready, break.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Hey,
a first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Okay, ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lance looking to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. That one good for 24 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
17.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. He's got Fuller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Panthers had a 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Mayfield on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here we go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And after that initial contact, and we kind of knew this, but the next-gen stats reveals that he went right on ahead and covered nearly the entire length of the football field. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Gold with the extra point. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Mayfield. Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Out to his left, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Run, run, run. Run, run, run.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Regular.
Mayfield down. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Panthers are going to get the football here. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On the ready.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Another run with Mitchell. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of
it, his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 41, Lance. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Fuller's 2021 season never really got started, appearing in only 2 games and making just 4 catches. He's hitting reset for his 7th NFL season and trying to build on his career best stats from 2020. That'll be a first down for the former first-rounder.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Gold now out to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find Gray here.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Hey, alert!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. Mayfield with it once more. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7th. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
33. Up, up.
Mayfield to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. To throw, Mayfield. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Right, 97. 6, 7.
Now a play fake. Lance. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 41 yards. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily. That's caught inside the 20. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Panthers on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Real. Up, up. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That caught by Trimble. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Second down, Mayfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every...
And oh, he coughed it up! Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Get ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Lance now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, and I I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
First down, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Mayfield here. And now here's another interception. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Bye.